Hi, I'm Marsha Hermanson. I'm a senior here at UW Eau Claire. I'm a religious studies major, sociology, family studies minor. I'm 21 and I grew up 45 minutes southwest of Madison in a little town of 800 people called Blanchardville, Wisconsin. A couple fun facts about me are that I own a llama named Brandy and I grew up on a dairy farm. And yeah, that's a good couple of facts about me.
Alright. Guess we're ready to get started. Just gonna ask a couple questions about your physical dimension. There's the 7 dimensions. Physical is one of them. Just kind of get an idea about how often do you exercise? Any exercise or a couple times a week? Or...
The extent of my exercise is pretty much walking to and from class.
Alright.
That's about it.
Was there anything that you wanted to change about that? Like, would you like to exercise more, or are you good with how you are?
I'd like to exercise more, but between school and commitments with organizations and that sort of thing, it's really hard to find time for that sort of stuff.
Alright, yeah, time is an issue. How about like sleeping wise? Do you get enough sleep at night? Do you kind of go to bed at the same time?
I pretty much go to bed around the same time every night, and I try to just get as much sleep as I can because it obviously helps with school and every other aspect of life.
And then, do you feel tired during the day, or when you get enough sleep, you're pretty much fine?
I do feel tired during the day, which part of that is due to a vitamin D deficiency that I have. So that's part of it, but my schedule allows me to fit in some naps here and there, so that's good.
That's also good. How do you feel about your diet? Do you feel like it's pretty balanced? Do you get enough servings of fruits and vegetables and carbs and everything like that?
I am on a gluten-free diet because I have celiac. And so it's a little unbalanced just because of the not eating gluten, so no flour or bread or anything like that really. So I would say that my diet's kind of lopsided, but I eat quite a few fruits and vegetables, and meats is pretty much what I eat.
Sorry. Well, that sounds pretty good then.
All right, so we're going to talk about the spiritual aspect now. So how is the spiritual dimension of your life?
Well, being a religious studies major, obviously, I get a lot of insight into different religions and that sort of thing, and I'm also involved with University Lutheran on campus.
Okay.
So.
Does that have do you feel like that has a positive effect on your life? Does that really help you get through the day, or?
Yeah, it definitely does. We have a meal every Wednesday night and like a little prayer service afterwards, and it's kind of like it's like pushing the reset button pretty much in the middle of your week. It's good.
Okay. Going to go to emotional dimension of your life. So with your emotions, do you hold your emotions in, or do you let them out? Do you share them with others, or?
I'm the kind of person that will definitely share my emotions with other people. I'm not easy to anger, but if you keep pushing my buttons, I will definitely get to that place and let you know.
Okay, and yeah, you kind of got to that, but how do you usually express them? Like, what emotions are you showing to your friends or to your family members or anything like that?
I feel like I'm pretty easy to get along with, open person, friendly, like to talk to everybody and anybody.
Okay. All right, I'm going to jump back to social.
Alright. How do you feel about your social life? Does more your social life kind of take over? Like, do you always hang out with your friends and like skip the schoolwork, or is it kind of balanced, or is like academic more taking over than other things?
I think I have a pretty good balance. I do have the tendency, if it's write this paper or hang out with my friends, I'll hang out with my friends and then stay up all night to write a paper. I'm very much a social person. I don't like to be alone, so any chance I get to hang out with people, I tend to do that.
Well, alright, but that works for you, right? Like you can basically you get all your stuff done.
Right, yeah, it's not detrimental to my schoolwork by any means.
Alright, seems good. What about, there's a dimension that involves your career. Right now I guess that would be college. How how are your academics? We just kind of talked about it's very balanced, but I mean, do well with them, and what about like a plan for graduation? Do you kind of?
Well, I started out a music education major. I was in the bassoon studio, and then I changed my major to religious studies, and I'm really enjoying it. It seems to be very fulfilling and definitely what I need to be doing. And my career goal is to eventually work with a youth group at some point, and I think just working with kids and seeing that you're making a difference will be really, really neat.
All right. Yeah, it seems like you have that pretty much figured out. Don't really need to change anything.
Do you have a job currently right now, or do you do anything in the summer as far as your career, or working towards that, or?
In the summer, I have a couple different jobs, not related to that. But last summer, I chaperoned a youth group mission trip
Okay.
to Denver, Colorado, and so I got a taste of what that's like, and it just it really confirmed what I was thinking, which is awesome.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
All right. Intellectual. This is gonna be a tough one, I think, for you or for anyone. But so, do you challenge yourself to learn every day, whether it's in class or other aspects of your life, maybe reading or anything like that?
Well, being a senior and the fact that I'm probably going to be here another full year, I'm kind of boycotting school, I guess, so to speak, right now. I'm kind of doing the bare minimum to get by because I'm kind of tired of the homework and that stuff right now.
Okay. Do you enjoy learning? The process of learning, do you enjoy it?
I guess it kind of depends on the subjects. If it's something I'm really interested, yeah, I enjoy it. It's really good to be studying something that you really enjoy, but if it's something like math or science, then I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, okay. Environmental, so how do you feel about the environment? Do you recycle? Are there things you're doing that's really helping the environment? Are there things you can do a better job with, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I recycle, and I feel that I have a pretty good view, like, aspect of the environment and that sort of thing from growing up on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
Working with the land and with animals and that kind of thing just gives you respect for all of that stuff.
What about in just maybe where you live? Are you shutting the lights off, doing that kind of thing? Do you waste a lot of water, do you think, or do you think you do a good job in those aspects?
I think I do a good job of that. Not turning the lights on unless you absolutely need that and that sort of thing.
Okay, and if you have to go somewhere, whether it's a job or a school or anything like that, to a friend's house, do you walk more? Do you drive, or how do you usually get there?
If it's not freezing cold, I'll walk or bike or something like that. Otherwise, I'll drive or take the bus or something.
Okay. I think that's all we have. So, just kind of to recap, what are kind of the major dimensions of things you want to work on as far as your overall health?
Well, I'd really like to be able to fit working out into my schedule.
Okay.
If that's possible, and maybe just making sure that I have time for myself more.
Mm-hmm.
Since I am such a social person, sometimes I kind of neglect myself, so I think that's important too.
Okay. As far as exercise goes, is there any way you can make room for that? You obviously said your life is really busy. Is there things maybe you don't necessarily need to do right now that you could take out and fit that in, or is it?
There's probably a couple of things I could do, and I think also having someone else to work with to keep you accountable is a good idea. And actually, Sam and I kind of have a plan to kind of do that, keep each other accountable, that sort of thing. So.
All right. Do you guys have anything to add?
No.
Cameraman, get a word in there.
How about with your eating habits? Do you think they're good right now, or do you want to improve them at all?
I think my eating habits are pretty good. I tend to get frustrated sometimes and eat things I'm not supposed to, just because I want to, and when you can't have something, you want it. So, aside from that, I think that part of my life is pretty good.
All right, thank you.
Oh, hold on. I got one more.
Oh, sorry.
I thought of something good. I don't know if we talked about it all, but how about stress? Like, college is a stressful time and all that. So, are you feeling the stress of school and different commitments? And if you are, how do you deal with them and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Things are really stressful right now. I'm a student coordinator for a trip, and I've got all these other organizational obligations and a boyfriend and friends and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So it's stressful to balance all of that, but I guess the way I deal with it is just making time with my friends and being able to vent to each other and
Yeah.
kind of bounce ideas off each other and ways you can make it better.
Okay. That is it, I think.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.